Hey y'all, it's your girl S Neo here, and we're gonna be playing whatever this is. It's called I Live Under Your House. It's a horror game. I think it's just supposed to be like one of those uncomfortable, uncanny type of things. It just really reminds me of growing my grandpa and that line of work. Discovering my body or whatever that was. I haven't played those myself, but I have watched those, but this is reminiscent of that, so really weird, maybe even gross. So you've been warned. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. DLC story. Anyway, we're gonna go to the main story. What? I opened my eyes, and here I am, home again. It's such a wonderful feeling. Is this our eyeball? Nothing to say? Okay. As usual, no one. That's good. That's very good. I like being alone. Nothing to see? I wonder if I can just press WASD up. Nope. This is the main hall. How nice is it here? Every time I come here, I feel joy and pride because I dug all these holes. I don't even know which hole to go into first today. Look at all the holes. This one? This one. Okay, now they're available. Okay. Ahead of me is my pebble space, where I keep the different stones I find during my excavations. I like to look at them, to stroke them. Oh, how I like to stroke them. Sometimes I even dream about stroking a stone, and the feeling is so real. I can feel it at the tip of my fingers. I love stones. Very salad fingers, okay? It's given salad fingers. The hell? I find a rock sharp enough to cut through someone's belly. Why did I make that distinction? Don't know. Oh, that's great. Okay. Let's go into this hole. This is my sleeping place. This is where I usually sleep. Although I can sleep anywhere, I still prefer to sleep here. Anything to see? Night night. I'm so tired. I can't sleep yet. I haven't showed you all of the hole. Okay. Every tunnel is different. For example, this one is narrower than the others. Sometimes I think I might get stuck in it, and then my heart starts beating harder. My whole body gets tense. I can't help it. I have to move slowly if I want to get out of it. I love this feeling. Of anxiety? Oh, Jesus Christ. I just got something called Mommy. Okay, she died when I was born, or so it seemed to me. I never knew my father, and maybe a creature like me has no father after all. For as long as I can remember, I have been alone all my life. At first, I just watched her body, hoping maybe something else would crawl out of it, and I would have a new relative. However, this did not happen. I talked to her body from time to time out of loneliness, though I mooed and made different sounds rather than spoke. I had to eat its various parts because I was hungry, so I'm grateful to her. If not for her sacrifice, I would have died. Over time, I began to notice that her body was crusting over, and the places I had bitten were getting scarred. I realized that she was still alive, so I started eating her body more carefully, trying not to take too big a bite. Layer after layer of her body grew a kind of crust, eventually forming a cocoon through which I could no longer penetrate. I don't know how much time has passed since then, but I waited, and waited long enough for something to happen, but nothing happened. It's a pity she never saw what a beautiful creature I had become, how many tunnels I had dug. Well, now I'm sure I'm all alone in the world. Great, I'm tired of worrying about her. That's not weird as hell. The remnants of the creature I came out of. I was worried that it would come out of the cocoon and want to eat me or avenge all my bites, but apparently it just decided to die quietly. Now my anxiety was gone. I thought you liked that feeling, you weirdo. So she has a cocoon around her? I thought that was just a really big earthworm. Okay. Uncanny already. I rarely go outside, especially since he's waiting for me on the way. There's a spirit standing right at the exit, and every time I pass by, he starts talking to me. I don't like to intercourse with him. What? What did you say? Okay, so we don't want to? Okay, I guess we're supposed to go to sleep. Night. Oh god. They're laughing at me. Every night when I try to sleep, they come to me to make fun of me. They laugh. They have so much fun when I cry. They watch during the day and wait for me to do something stupid, looking for opportunities to make fun of me so they can come and laugh at night. Sometimes they talk to me. They whisper things. They want me to go outside. After a night of torture like this, I usually wake up tired and hungry, so I crawl outside in search of food. Ugh. What a terrible noise. By the way, those images were cursed. Ah, it won't stop. What the hell? Why do we know how to speak or think or whatever? I don't seem to have any other choice. I have to go outside and see what's going on. Jeez. Look, dude. I'm trying to get out of here. There you are. I knew you'd show up. It's because of those noises, isn't it? I don't want to leave my home. Maybe it will subside on its own? Nonsense. Maybe they came to take your home. Maybe they came for you. Who knows what's making those awful noises? You must come out. Okay, so I'm out, and then what? You know what's next. The same thing you always do. The same thing you do when you're hungry. What makes your breathing quicken and your whole body tingle? It's time to go outside again. As soon as I crawl out into the open air, a disgusting sight came into view. There were metal creatures everywhere, and a horrible looking structure stood before my eyes. I had no specific plan of action, but one thing was obvious to me. There is construction going on, and they are building right over my head, and something has to be done about it. There were too many people around, and I couldn't act out in the open. I had to wait for the right moment, and I started watching. You vile creatures will pay for disturbing my peace. Construction workers. God damn you. Yeah, bees, bees, bees. What should I do with you? I have to be careful. If they find me, it's all gone. But I can't do nothing either. My strength is enough to deal with only one of them. But maybe if you kill one, the hunger is getting stronger and stronger. How long has it been since I've eaten? Jeez. No strength to hold back. Something has to be done. Spare? Eventually, the house was finished. Different people began to come and go from the house. How do I know it's a house? I thought it was like a structure. The unbearable stomping was causing me to have anxiety attacks with every knock. What if they find me? What if it never ends and I have to move somewhere else? Where would I go? I don't have the energy to dig new tunnels. From time to time, I had to crawl out to see if everything was okay. But they were looking for me for some reason. I had the distinct feeling that they had come to hunt me down. Then one day, people came in and dragged a huge number of boxes. A woman in a blue dress yelled at them and waved her hands, and then everyone left, but the woman stayed in the house. Time passed and no one else came to the house. It was just this woman. Well, she doesn't look like a threat, I thought. However, pretty quickly my life turned into a nightmare. Pretty much my entire living area was right under the house. Every action she took, every step, every sneeze, every echoed through the depths of my sanctuary. Her life became part of my life. Gradually, I got to know her schedule, what she does, how she does it. I knew all her habits, the rhythm of her gait. I began to feel that my sleep was disturbed. I just couldn't sleep with something constantly pounding, muttering, and shuffling over my body. In the next few hours, when I did manage to sleep, those ghosts of the night would come back to hunt me and make fun of me. Oh yes, now they really had a lot to laugh about. Thus my torture began a 24-hour routine. I have to do something about it, even at the risk of being caught, at the risk of losing my home. Who am I kidding? I don't have a home anymore. She took it from me. I must get out and stop this nightmare. Love? Chapter 1. A thrill of excitement overwhelms me. I no longer have the strength to hold back and watch from the sidelines. It's time to find out who lives above me. Is that a window? I need to look around carefully before I act. What? What? I thought this was a visual novel. Now I walk. I'm kind of big. I'm a big fucker. Damn. Do I have hands? I'm like the size of a toddler. Oh my god. Hell no. Ooh. This is the first time I've ever been inside a human house. There's so much space, it makes me sick. The only thing worse than this is the outdoors. Use a weirdo. Does this lady not live here? Oh, okay. These sick bastards are ripping out plants and putting them in containers. I find it difficult to understand the meaning of these perverse acts. So we've said our piece about that. Ah, I know what it is. It's called a book. Once upon a time, I was very hungry, and just at that moment, a little man sat down next to the entrance of my home. I remember he had little hands, little feet, and he was like a little puppet. That little man also had a bag with him. I don't remember being aware of all the dangers of this world at this time, so I climbed out of my hiding place with interest and began to look at him. The little man didn't notice me right away, but when he did see me, his eyes widened and his mouth opened in that unimaginable way and made a horrible, disgusting sound. That sound was driving me crazy. I wanted to get closer to him, but he kept crawling further and further away from me. Eventually, the feeling came over me, and then all I remember was his head in my hands. His body was lying somewhere nearby. His bag he had brought with him was slightly torn, and then I saw books scattered around. I don't know why they caught my eye, but I took them with me. That's how we know how to think and read. Many pages were badly damaged and stained with blood. Some pages were missing altogether, but that didn't stop me. I began to study them, and it was thanks to these books that I was able to learn the language of these creatures and get some idea of the human world. I found new books over time. For example, recently when I ate a couple of campers. I enjoy reading. I'll have to remember to pick this book up when I'm all done. So are we like a monster creature? We better not find no mirror, because everything that we saw in our nightmares, that was pretty creepy. It's locked. See, my house is the kind that doesn't have locks on the bedroom doors. It does on, like, the bathroom, of course, but that's it. So if this was my house and somebody was just walking around, we'd be fucked. Get in there. Take a bath. I'm sure you stink. This lady isn't all the way moved in yet. I remember people lugging these boxes here. I wonder what's in them. We are the nosiest. We got time to look at all this stuff. Or whatever. Well, okay. What's in them? Don't want to know? Too many boxes? Okay. Lady sleeps with the door cracked. I see you. That's it. There she is, lying in front of me. All that's left to do is take the first step. But I don't dare. Why? Something's wrong. My mood is not the same. I don't feel the same rush of energy and unbearable restraint as before. Well, maybe I should come back later. Apparently now is not the right time. Yeah, I should definitely keep an eye on her. Maybe it's a trap. Well, next time, Birdie. Why couldn't I kill her? Look at all these things and skulls and stuff because I kill. But I couldn't today. And all the sounds she makes now don't seem so disgusting to me. I would even say that I became interested in hearing what she was doing. 'Cause we're lonely. There's water running down the pipe somewhere, and here she seems to be taking things out of boxes. Huh. I wonder what she keeps in them. After all, you didn't want to look. I think when I was lying at her door, I felt something strange. A feeling I'd never had before toward another living creature. And so I look at the pile of skulls, and I want to take some of my best skulls, my dearest ones, and take it to her. Leave it under the door somewhere. What is happening to me? Let's leave her a present. You know, stupidly under the door. This door? But we didn't. Maybe we did grab the book because it's no longer there. The pile of laundry, I could smell it as soon as I entered the rooms. That smell, it holds your breath. I've never smelled anything like it before. Maybe I should take something with me. As a reminder? Yes, you creepy, lonely creature. Dress lover. What? That's the little trophy I just got. I decided to take one of her dresses with me. Not creepy. Not creepy at all. I thought maybe the book was here, but it's not. Jabus. Oh. The paper. We don't have anything to say? Just nosy as hell. So she likes reading as much as I do? That's great. She reads so carefully that she even highlights individual pieces with circles. Oh, one of the pages I saw a picture of a headless body. It looks suspiciously familiar to me, but I can't remember where from. Maybe the child we was talking about? Well, now that I know what was in those boxes, I don't have to dig through them myself. Maybe we're a hibernating bear, but I don't know how we would have lived on such a small scrap all this time. Oh shit, she's not in there. Strange, the bed is empty, and apparently she's not in the house either. Where could she have gone at this hour? She stayed over at someone's house. I have to leave what I brought for her and hurry back to the window in case she comes soon. Ugh. What the fuck? Oh my god, can you imagine? Like, that skull is huge. Unless we're just incredibly small. Don't come home yet. Don't come home. Don't come home yet. God damn. Here you are, back again. But something has changed in you. Nothing has changed in me. Everything is the same as before. Is it? I thought you liked being alone. It is, and I will always be alone. I don't need anyone by my side. Why did you hesitate when you had a chance to kill her? What are you hoping for? What do you think will happen when she sees you? The same thing that happens always. Shut up. Your mere appearance will cause her to vomit. You're different from her. Shut up. Or do you think she'll move here? Maybe, but only if in pieces, right? Shut up, you vile spirit. I'll prove you wrong. I'll go back to her house right now and wait in her bedroom. And we'll go back to my place together. You understand? Delusional. I told you, you've changed. I mean, something's wrong with us, obviously. That is the tiniest little trash can ever. Unless it's actually supposed to be a wine holder with ice. The skelly is gone. The laundry is gone. Let's check the door again. If I move diagonally, I move a little faster. Well, there's no option to actually open the door. I'm gonna see if I can use sprint. Nope. They said, look at everything. Okay. I thought there was like a stain. A note addressing Mark. Mark? Who's he? The note tells him to remember to pick up the box from the nightstand that contains candles needed for... I don't understand. There's a lot of words I don't know. Mary. Damn it, Mark. We did it. Take it to the basement. Pay attention, it's still moving. Should we just dismember it right in the basement? My whole body hurts terribly. What happened? I don't remember how I got here at all. I read the note and then it hurts. Can't remember anything. I have to go home. We got knocked out. It was a trap. Okay, one of these doors is finally open for some reason. Yeah, not today. The window is closed. Fuck. We're gonna get haunted. Within an inch of our life, huh? Huh? Oh, that's the basement door? Betrayal? Sir, not betrayal. Not the great outdoors. Not the one place we don't like. Are we just like a human? Because it seems like maybe we were a baby that got born. This is the tent of those pesky campers. They obviously shouldn't have set camp near my place. Okay, nothing to say. You don't even want this? Okay, well, we're gonna go to the light. Yeah, I think we're actually a child that was born. It's that dress we stole. That we traded for a skull. Gross. This backpack is remarkably similar to the one the little man had. I remember how, in some fit of rage and hunger, I killed him, and books fell out of that exact same backpack. I took them, and that's how I learned to understand the language of humans. What's going on here? Nothing? Was I supposed to say something about the dress? But I looked at it and it didn't say anything. I should have known better. Supposed to click the fruits? Her dress? What is it doing here? How? Okay. The big ass tree. Oh, there's another place. Yeah, so I think we're a human and we had crawled out of our mother and just live in the crawl space. That would explain why we have any type of intelligence. What is it? Salt? It wasn't here before. My body feels weak and sleepy, so I think I should lie down for a while, but I need to go first. Whoa, 3D models. Did it really work? Why is that thing still moving? Fuck. Something is wrong. Mark, I told you we should have dismembered it. At least we had a chance in the basement while it was passed out. You know it wouldn't help anyway. It can only be killed through a ritual. That's what the book said. My whole body feels as if it is weightless. Can't move. I can barely look from side to side. What's going on? That's her, the girl I risked myself for by getting out. Who's that with her? I don't remember him. What an ugly thing it is. Do you think it knows what's going on? Who cares what that thing understands? Mark, it killed our father. Why doesn't it die is what worries me. Ugly? Why did she say such hurtful words? She didn't like what I brought her? And this is after all we've had? Delusional one-sidedness. What a fool I was. I thought we were made for each other. It seemed to me that I knew her well. That maybe somewhere deep down in her soul, she guessed about my presence and was waiting for me to come. Are you sure we haven't forgotten anything? Solomon's cell is holding it together, but I don't see foam from its mouth or blue flames or anything like that. Holy shit, Mark, you're asking me that? Well, yes, I'm asking you. You have the book. That's what I thought would happen someday. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I should really die. Why should I live when she treats me like that? I feel something new again, as if 1,000 needles were tearing me from inside. Oh shit, Mark, I get it. We forgot. Don't tell me. We forgot the fucking candles, Mark. We forgot the fucking candles, Mark. Fucking candles. I think my strength is coming back to me. I can move again. So that's how it is. So she wanted to get rid of me all this time. Well, you know, you brought me a lot of new sensations, feelings that I haven't experienced before. And now after everything that happened, I'm so tired and I'm really hungry. I want to take you out to dinner. Mark, I think it's going to break out. Now it's your turn to come to my house. The alternative reader. Revelation? Why am I here? Huh? Good ending. Even the voices have gone silent and are no longer laughing at me. The spirit no longer speaks to me too, and I dream only of darkness. Ever since that day I killed Marie, I've been lying next to the cocoon of my creator. I don't do anything, I just lie there and stare into the darkness. I look at my body and it, too, is gradually crusted over. No one ever moved into Marie's house, so I could enjoy the silence. But I don't need it anymore. The crust is about to cover my eyes. Then I'm asleep for I don't know how long, maybe even forever. From everything that happened to me, I understood only one thing. When I was at her bedside for the first time, when I saw her bare heel dangling from the bed, I should have eaten her at that moment. What is that? A ruin? Methinks not. Yeah, that was I live under your house. I was not expecting to be able to move around in 3D. I thought it was just kind of gonna be click puzzle-y type thing, but nope. I don't know if we're a creature or a demon or something. I mean, we could have been maybe a demon baby child that was born under the house. The house was put on top of us, so it was kind of just some land, like we lived underground. This woman was buried under there, and she gave birth to a child, I assume? Or maybe even just a demon due to some ritual. I don't know why Mary had that book. I don't know. I don't think I'll be going back in for that because it was kind of harrowing. But there's DLC. That's interesting. But yeah. Whatever that thing was in the little picture, that didn't look like a little kid or a little human or something. We looked really deformed, so. And long. We were not actually short. Like, maybe we're just a thing that crawls around? Ugh. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!